Paul, you guys made it interesting there at the end, but what was Chris Archer able to do to keep you quiet early in this one?
It's not surprising. We all know very, very talented young man, and he's been trying to find ways to win games this year. And tonight it seemed like he had it going. We did a good job of battling him early, but we get deep in counts and we chase that slider. He had his velocity going, and he took advantage of some of our I think, inexperience to get us to expand. But we ran ourselves out of the second inning, which cost us. Then he had a really quick third after we'd gotten his pitch count off the first couple of innings, and he was just tough, and they did a nice job of holding on there. They kept adding on throughout the game. Jose, I'd say it was probably a fair outing. Command's still something that he needs to improve on. He gave up a 3-1 homer, and he gave up an 0-2 homer. So just kind of learning. It's part of the process of getting up here and trying to figure things out. But, no question, Archer was, I thought, the difference in the game.
Tough to see Sano have some struggles at the plate, considering he did have a nice night last night.
It's kind of what he does, He took some good at-bats. He couldn't finish them. He ended up expanding. He got to 3-2 a couple of times. But, that's what Archer does. He wasn't the only guy. I think we didn't have many hits off him. Quality of at-bats weren't bad. He just wasn't able to finish them off.
Eddie's always super aggressive on the bases. Does it seem like it's costing him a little more frequently this year?
I think early in the year we had some of that. That was part of the reason we had to get him back down. He's always going to be a little bit, on the loose side in terms of willingness to take chances. It's just kind of one of those things that you can't make the third out over there. You could see Kiermaier close on the ball, and he narrowed the distance. He's got a good throwing arm. It's risk reward. Those are the kind of things you have to be aware of. If there's a small percent chance you're going to get thrown out, it's too big in that situation.
You guys have been in such an offensive role. Was this just one of those games that was kind of you were bound to run into one of these games?
No, not really. We've had a few along the way. The last game in Cleveland, they're going to pop up. You're going to face good pitching. It's not something that you can count on every day, and that's when you got to find ways to grind it out. Do the little things that you need to do to try to get base runners, steal bases, try to get some clutch hitting. We just didn't have any chances today.
All those extra bases in the sixth inning, the stolen bases and the wild pitches, that's got to be a super frustrating inning.
Well, we get exposed from time to time. I think these guys all are well aware of the sequences that we use. We try to slide step and guys pick up. Our times get way too high. In certain situations, you have to focus on your pitch, but it's a combination of the balance of containing the run game. And, we have a few guys that need to continue to improve on it. Tonkin's one of those guys. Tonight he actually did better because he's putting some time in on the side trying to fix it. But we had some issues with that tonight.